Hi, good afternoon dan selamat petang. Welcome back to this part 2 DIY pure sine wave batteryless inverter. Okay, this is a full diagram. Look like very easy to build. Nampak sangat mudah untuk dibuat ya. Jika anda ada skill elektronik, anda boleh membinanya dengan mudah. Okay, this is a block. The module 1 is a PWM module. PWM module SG3525 with LM358. You can find on online. This module is very cheap and affordable. Put here. The SPWM EGS002. This is a very popular for DIYer or you want build simple pure sine wave inverter. Just use this chip. This is a very cheap also. You can find on internet or online store. So I'm user EI14 ferrite. This ferrite you can find on online, you can buy. It's a very cheap. EI40 capable drive to 300 to 350 watts. The frequency is 33 kilohertz. Put here. Okay. The primary is 2.5 turn. The secondary is 71 turn. Okay. This is a DC low side capacitor. Put here is 3 unit. This is for DC filter. And then the rectifier, I'm use a fast recovery MUR860. This rectifier is very efficient because maximum loading voltage is 600 volt, 8 amps, continuous. Okay, the bus capacitor is here, 100 microfarad, 400 watt. Okay, the H-bridge I'm use IGBT FHP 20N40. Okay, you can use also IRF 850 or IRF 750 also can use. For the H-bridge. The diode is a IN4148. So this is a low pass filter side. The inductor 1 millihenry Sendas here. And the capacitor is 2.2 microfarad, 350 volt. You got the AC. This is for AC voltage adjustment, feedback control. Okay, and then these two resistor is a shunt resistor for short circuit protection. Okay, this module has built-in short circuit protection. So if you put two resistor parallel, 0.1 ohm, 2 watt, one resistor capable drive to 250 watt. So you parallel you got the 500 watt surge, and the first pin is a feedback, 370 volt feedback. As two resistor for voltage reference. This feedback very important. You must connect. If you not connect the feedback, the over voltage will overshoot and burns your IGBT. Okay, this is a NTC resistor for thermal sensor. If temperature over 45 Celsius, EGS will turn on the fan, cooling fan. And then the pin number 2, SG3525. This is for indicator audible buzzer. If your short circuit or overload, the SG module will cut off the frequency switching, and then the buzzer will turn on. Beep. You must restart for working back as normal. Okay, the voltage input is a 13 to 21 volt maximum. Okey, ini adalah litar yang simple Okey, kalau kita nak buat, kita beli saja modul-modul ni dekat online, murah saja. SPWM, SG dan Ferrite ni pun boleh beli. Murah, ikut instruction. Lepas ni kita nak buat PCB. So kalau anda berminat litar ni, anda boleh salin semula litar ni menggunakan apa saja CAD yang anda suka, Eagle ke, Proteus ke, dan apa-apa saja. Saya tak buat CAD sebab saya sangat malas nak melukis. Okey, anda boleh tiru, masukkan sendiri CAD. Okay, you can copy this circuit, you can upload and you redraw back, use Eagle or Proteus or whatsoever what you like, because I'm very lazy, very lazy to redraw back. Okay, now we want start making the PCB. Check it out. Okay, print out your artwork paper with laserjet printer. Use magazine paper, glossy. Okay, kita print kerja-kerja artwork kita dekat gloss paper magazine and then apply to copper clad PCB. I'm use a fiber grade. You need clean first for more shiny. Okay, copper clad ni anda kena bersihkan sebersih-bersihnya, jangan ada sebarang marking minyak dekat sini. And then put here and wrap. Okay, kita wrap PCB board ni untuk kerja-kerja heat toner transfer. Okay, heat toner transfer begin. The full blast 1000 watt. Okay, after finish toner transfer method, now time to immerse in water for remove the paper. Okay, sekarang proses toner transfer dah selesai. Tiba waktunya kita rendam dalam air untuk buang kertas ni dan tinggalkan PCB track saja. Let's go. Okay, time to rub the paper gently, don't push too hard. Masa untuk gosok paper ni sampai tertanggal. Jangan kuat-kuat sangat, nanti dia tertanggal. Tertanggal buat balik, padan muka. Okay. Dan sekarang dah berbentuk PCB. Masa untuk masuk agitated ferric chloride. Okay, time to bath with ferric chloride. Masa untuk mandi dengan ferric chloride. Okay, turn on the machine. Okay, after few minutes later, stop. And then, wow, you got a nice PCB. Okay, immerse in water. Stop bath. Look good, nice, cantik dan menarik. Okay, PCB anda siap sepenuhnya. tiba masa untuk menebuk lubang untuk through hole component fitting. Okay, the transformer ratio is here. So we want the inverter working on range voltage. The 12 volt transformer is 13 volt minimum and 21 volt maximum open circuit. This is range for 12 volt 12 volt solar panel. So we must calculate the minimum voltage. The minimum voltage MPP for 12 volt 12 volt solar panel is 13. So the ratio is 370 volt divided by 13 volt times 2.5 turn. So you got the 71 turn secondary. This is for minimum voltage. Okay, transformer ratio untuk sistem ni kita menggunakan 13 volt minimum dan 21 volt maximum. So copper wire kita gunakan adalah 1.2 mm kali 3 primary dan 0.5 mm kali 2 untuk secondary. Okay, let's begin. Start winding. Use my DIY winding machine. Only run 5 volt supply, so only use servo motor. Okay, mari kita mula winding primary dulu. 0.5 times 2. Okay, selesai winding primary, kita akan balut untuk winding secondary. 2.5 turns times 3. Okay, now time to rewinding the primary. 2.5 times 3. 2.5 turns times 3. 1 mm times 3. Hey, why not use leads wire? It's more better, right? Okay, for this project I want try use copper wire times 3 first. Here and start. One turn. Okay, the winding process transformer is done. So I complete with the O-ring, the cable lock ring, and 2.5 left and 2.5 turn right. Okay, this transformer capable drive to 350 watt is more than enough. Okay, now we talk about low pass filter. The low pass filter is my 1 millihenry, and the capacitor filter is a 2.5 microfarad, 270 volts. The capacitor is here. Okay, how to and what type ferrite ring must use. Okay, for the low pass filter sine wave, you must use a Sandus ferrite type. Do not use another type because your project will fail. You must find this ferrite Sandus. You can buy on online, AliExpress, Alibaba or whatsoever. So the code number is a CS2070125. The code number. Okay, the outer is a 27 mm, inner is a 14 mm. With wire length, turn and size. So I'm use these apps. You can download on Play Store. So I got this. You must induction. I put the 1 millihenry and outer diameter, head of core, and then wire diameter and permeability. So the permeability you can find on the data sheet. This type ferrite 157. So they calculate and got the turn is 69.6 turn. 69.6 turn. So the wire length is 22.4 meters. So the size is 0.8 millimeters. Okay, this type wire. Okay, kita nak buat low pass filter ni. Low pass filter ni adalah part paling critical untuk pure sine wave inverter. Jika low pass filter tidak bagus, inverter anda akan gagal dan efisiensi akan drop gila-gila punya. So untuk mendapatkan efisiensi atas 90%, low pass filter kita mesti buat yang terbaik. Antara dalam banyak jenis ferrite, anda kena menggunakan ferrite jenis Sendas. Ferrite iron core ke, ferrite jenis apa-apa jenis pun selain Sendas tidak boleh pakai. So mana nak dapat Sendas ni, boleh beli di online store, AliExpress ke, Alibaba ke, boleh order. Code number CS270125. Ini untuk Sendas untuk 350 watt ya. Saiz dia 27 mm, inner dia 14. Ini untuk 350 watt. 1000 watt tak boleh pakai saiz ni, kena pakai lagi besar. Okey, ikut tadi nak tahu berapa turn, berapa, anda kena masukkan dalam apps. Apps tu boleh download dekat Play Store. Masukkan wire, masukkan spek apa toroid ni, dia akan keluar saiz wire berapa nak pakai. Dia akan keluar turn, dia akan keluar wire length. So kita ukur ni semua dan kita akan balut secara manual guna tangan. Wire 0.8 ni lebih pada cukup lah untuk kita run 350 watt. Sebab kita nak pakai ni untuk direct PV ya, PV kecil dalam 150 hingga 300 watt, memang cukup sangat lah. Okey, mari kita mula melilit toroid ni. Okay, let's begin rewinding this small toroid. Check. Okay, toroid rewinding done. So we want check the value toroid correct or not. Okay, 1.1 millihenry correct. It's good. Okay, sekarang sakit tangan nak winding toroid kecil ni. Sebab itulah harga dia mahal jangan tanya toroid ni. Okay, sekarang kita dah ada PCB, dah siap. Kita ada low pass filter, kita dah ada PWM SG3525 dengan M265. Kita ada EGS Z02. Kita dah ada transformer ferrite. So kita akan mula assembly, soldering dan bagi ia siap. Okay, assembly is done. SPWM EG, the PWM SG3525, DC side MOSFETs, and AC side IGBT, low pass filter, the transformer, fast recovery diode, bus capacitor. Okay, the voltage now is 231 volt. The sine wave is very clean. Okay, I want try to running load. I have a 4 bulb here. Each bulb rating about 100 watt each. So see media. I will turn on one by one. Okay, 100 watts. Sine wave clean. Frequency PWM is 33 kHz. $200. Sine wave clean. PWM clean. 300 watts. Sine wave clean. PWM clean. And maximum 400 watts. Sine wave little bit sag. The voltage is 205. PWM okay. The voltage sag, so not good. 400 watt. 300 watts. Sine wave clean. The voltage okay. 217. So now the good working at 300 watts this transformer. So far so good. Okay. Okay, nampaknya modul ini bekerja dengan baik pada rating 300 watt. Sine wave cantik. PWM cantik. Okey, maknanya ujian telah lulus. Sejuk dia tak panas. Sejuk. Okay. Okay, now we want to try the multiple voltage. 13 minimum, maximum 21. Okay, 13 volt. Turn on. Okay. 17.9. Okay. 25 maximum. 25 volt. 0.4. Okay. Good. Kita akan uji di medan. Real test connect with solar panel tomorrow.